else like it. It's just magic. This is the most exhilarating experience you'll ever have.
The wrestling world is in tears. Hulk Hogan, the immortal icon who defined an era, has passed away at 71. His wife, Sky Daly, just shared a gut-wrenching statement that's left fans heartbroken. This is Alpha War Room, and today we're honoring the legacy of Terry Bollea, the man, the myth, the Hulkster, and diving into Sky's emotional tribute. Let's reflect on a legend who changed wrestling forever. On July 24, 2025, the news broke via TMZ that Terry Bollea, known to millions as Hulk Hogan, passed away at his home in Clearwater, Florida at the age of 71. The cause was cardiac arrest, confirmed by the Clearwater Police Department with no signs of foul play. The wrestling world stopped in its tracks. From WWE to Hollywood, tributes poured in, but none hit harder than the words of Sky Daly, Hogan's wife of 2 years. Her Instagram post laid bare the pain of losing her husband and gave us a glimpse into his final days. Let's unpack her words and celebrate the life of a true icon. If you grew up chanting Hulkamania, this one's for you. Hit that subscribe button to join Alpha War Room as we honor the legends of wrestling and keep their stories alive. Drop a like and ring that bell to stay with us for every emotional moment. Now, let's dive into Sky Daly's heartbreaking statement and what it tells us about the man behind the bandana. Sky Daly's Instagram post on July 25th was raw and real. "I wasn't ready for this, and my heart is in pieces," she wrote. She revealed that Hogan had been battling health issues, including a recent neck surgery in May, but she believed his legendary strength would pull him through. "He had been dealing with some health issues, but I truly believed we would overcome them. I had so much faith in his strength. I thought we still had more time." Just a week before his passing, Sky had shut down rumors of Hogan being in a coma, insisting his heart was strong. But on July 24th, a cardiac arrest took him away, leaving her devastated. Sky's words painted a picture of the man she loved, not just the larger-than-life Hulk Hogan, but Terry Bollea, her partner. "To the world, he was a legend, but to me, he was my Terry, the man I loved, my partner, my heart," she wrote. Sky, a yoga instructor who married Hogan in September 2023, spoke of their private bond, away from the spotlight. They met through a mutual friend in 2022, and Hogan proposed just a year later, calling her crazy enough to say yes, brother. Despite his fame, Sky saw the man who loved his family, his faith, and his fans. She took comfort in his belief in Christ, saying, "I take comfort knowing his soul is at peace and he's been welcomed home." But then things got messy. On June 18th, Bubba the Love Sponge, a radio host with a history of stirring the pot, went live and claimed Hogan was in the hospital barely hanging on. He said family members were being called to say their goodbyes. Fans were devastated and the rumors spread like wildfire across X and beyond. But hold up, Hogan's team wasn't having it. They hit back fast, telling TMZ and The Independent that the Hulkster was not on his deathbed. In fact, he was just dealing with some lingering neck and back issues from the May surgery. No heart problems, no critical condition, just the same old battle scars from a legendary career. Eric Bischoff, former WCW president and Hogan's longtime friend, even chimed in, saying the surgery was a success and Hogan was expected to make a full recovery. Crisis averted, brothers. Let's talk about Hulk Hogan's grit for a second. This guy's been through 25 surgeries in the last decade alone. 10 back surgeries, both knees replaced, both hips replaced, shoulders, eyes, you name it. And yet at 71, he's still out there pushing his new Real American beer brand and gearing up to launch a wrestling league called Real American Freestyle with Eric Bischoff. The debut event set for August 3rd, 2025 in Cleveland, Ohio, and Hogan's even talking about getting President Donald Trump to show up. That's the Hulkster, battered, bruised, but never backing down. He's not wrestling anymore, but his spirit, unbreakable. But it's not all triumphs and comebacks. There's a shadow hanging over Hogan's story, his family. In March 2025, his daughter Brooke Hogan, now 37, took to Instagram to share some heavy truths. She said she's cut contact with both her dad Hulk and her mom Linda Hogan. "No contact with my mom has nothing to do with my dad, and no contact with my father has nothing to do with my mother," she wrote. "I so badly wanted to see good in them, protect, help, and start anew, just to be disrespected again and again." Brooke said their behavior hurt more than their absence. It's a gut punch for fans who remember the Hogan family on Hogan Knows Best, the reality show that aired from 2005 to 2007. Hulk hasn't spoken publicly about the rift, and neither has his son Nick, who's 34. It's a tough chapter for a family that once seemed so tight. Hogan's final months were tough. He'd undergone 25 surgeries in the last decade, 10 on his back, plus hip, knee, and shoulder replacements. In May 2025, he had a neck surgery, and while his team called it successful, rumors swirled about his health. Just 2 days before his death, his manager Jimmy Hart posted on X, "Hulk is doing great, doing phenomenal." But on July 24th, medics responded to a cardiac arrest call at 9:51 a.m., rushing Hogan to Morton Plant Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 11:17 a.m. Sky's faith in his recovery makes the loss even more crushing. "This loss is sudden and impossible to process," she wrote. The wrestling world and beyond mourned Hogan's loss. WWE called him one of pop culture's most recognizable figures, extending condolences to his family, including Sky, Brooke, and Nick. Ric Flair posted on X, "Hulk has been by my side since we started, an incredible friend." Charlotte Flair remembered Hogan's support when her father nearly died 8 years ago. Sylvester Stallone called him a magician in Rocky III, while Donald Trump praised his electric RNC speech, saying, "Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way." But it was Sky's words that hit hardest, reminding us of the man behind the myth. Hulk Hogan's legacy is eternal. He took wrestling from smoky arenas to global stadiums, making it a billion-dollar industry. His Hulkamania ran wild for decades, inspiring kids to eat their vitamins and say their prayers. From slamming Andre the Giant to battling The Rock at WrestleMania 10-8, Hogan was the heart of wrestling's golden age. He leaves behind Sky, his kids Brooke and Nick, and a new generation of wrestlers carrying his torch in Real American Freestyle. As Chad Bronstein, CEO of Real American Freestyle, said, "Hulk Hogan believed wrestling was more than entertainment, a proving ground for greatness." His story teaches us to fight through pain, believe in ourselves, and leave a mark that lasts forever. Hulk Hogan is gone, but Hulkamania lives on. Sky Daly's words remind us of the man who loved his fans, his family, and his faith, even in his toughest moments. What's your favorite Hulk Hogan memory? Drop it in the comments, share this video with your fellow Hulkamaniacs, and hit that like button to honor a legend. This is Alpha War Room, where we celebrate the heroes who shaped wrestling. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Your soul's at peace, and your legacy will never fade.